Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great, wonderful day. Had a great, wonderful day.
It's a beautiful day.
It's gorgeous. Of course, we've got a chance of rain again later, but hey. Go ahead, hit it off.
I don't know what he wants me to say, but we're having a hard time because we have a subcompact. There's not a lot of oomph behind it. Don't get me wrong, love our tractor, but it needs a little help as far as digging up little
The saplings.
saplings. That's the word I'm looking for.
Digging into the dirt, so.
And hopefully maybe digging up some of the skinnier bamboo rhizomes. Oh, we could only be so lucky. So we purchased something we've been wanting since we got the tractor.
We were
Take
told.
it away.
Yeah. Where we got the tractor from, BRB, Tim Taylor, he suggested to get that little extra digging in the ground, everything like that, and now, of course, I'm not getting paid to say this or nothing. I just think it looks like a neat product. We're going to see if it's going to work for us and then show y'all if it works too. So, but
an unsponsored review is
what we're kind of doing.
Yeah.
And the install of it. So we already showed you kind of what just a flat bucket will do. So we went and got a Piranha Bar, and we will show you that right here. It's a beast looking bar. Weighs about 35-ish pounds. So wow, look at this monster. It's got the inset back and forth teeth. They're slightly angled to help grip, I guess, compared to the flat surface. I mean, it's thick. I mean,
And they are sharp.
it's roughly about a 1/2 inch thick, and from the back of it to the front of the longest tooth is almost 6 inches, about 5 7/8 and then the little short ones here, they're about 4 7/8 to about 5 inches. So, and then it's got the bars that mount on. So when you get these, and I was looking at it, it says to measure from your inside to inside bucket. The inside of my bucket, me and Shauna got to, was probably about 47 7/8, and it says, measure to the closest 1/4 inch. So we did 47 3/4.
No, he did 47 3/4.
It's because it looked like 47 7/8 to me, and it says closest 1/4 inch, I think, rounded down.
I said 48 inches.
And as I kind of already prepped this on here just to kind of look to see what it looks like, I probably should have gone the full 48, because it looks like I might have just a little bit more of a gap. I might need to add a washer or something in there to kind of hold it in place, but I think it's going to work.
It's going to work.
We're going to see.
Just know that for anyone who's thinking about getting a Piranha Bar, just be really careful on those measurements.
Really, really pay attention to it. Like I said, it's not that really big of a difference, I don't think, so I think it'll work out pretty good. So, let's see how this thing is going to sit in. Now, it suggests, and I think when you order the bar, you can actually order, I think they sell a step down bit to go with it to help you drill the hole. But I mean, it was packaged good when it came in. It comes with your bolts that you need to put in the sides. It suggests using like a little punch or something like that to kind of mark your hole where you're going to put it. Using a 3/16 bit to drill through first as a pilot hole, and then using a step down bit to get it down to 3/4, or to get it up to the 3/4 inch mark. So let's get into this and show you. Yeah, and it comes with 2 big washers, lock nut. So it comes with your bolts and everything too. So let's get this thing started, because I can't wait to see what this thing can tear into the earth with. But like I said, I measured 47 3/4, and the edge of the blade here on the Piranha Bar goes from the edge of my bucket to the other side of the bucket. So I don't know if that was just positioning these arms, might have been over just a hair bit more. I've got a little bit of a gap, but you know, once you tighten it all down, it'll be fine. So what I did is cleaned up the area where I know I'm going to be drilling the hole, cleaned up the underneath of the bucket where this sits on, and the upper part, and it just sits in there, and that's about where I want it there. And it seems like it fits in there pretty good. It says you can kind of, you know, use your block and a mallet to kind of hammer it into place to make sure you get it just right, but I know it's all flat along the bottom. Alright, I'm going to use, I think all I need is one clamp. Alright, so I'm just going to use a block of wood so I don't bang up the edges. Alright, I'll put a clamp here in the middle, kind of hold on so that I can hopefully see my mark with using a pencil to mark out your hole. Alright, that pencil worked good enough to where I can see that. So it comes with a couple of little stickers that you can use to mark out your little spots there. And it was suggesting to put it 1/8 of an inch from the back side of the oblong hole part. And the reason I think I read in there, the reason why they made it an oblong is because bucket wear or anything like that, to where if it needs to push in more, you can slide it instead of making one straight hole and it be stationary. Pretty good little design. So if you do get the wear and you got to push it back in there a little bit more, you got room for it to go. So there's about the end of the oblong. And it looks like that black line's on the top there. Let's see. And we'll position that sticker there. Right. Go down to this side. That looks about the end. And it looks like the top of my circle there. Alright. I had one of these little gadgets. It's a little push punch. My dad had it, and I got to inherit it from him, which is pretty nice. You could use probably just a regular like punch and a hammer, but just center that up in the middle of that little plus sign that they put on there. And mine's is just a little push punch that makes a mark. The same for this side. And what that does is
show right here.
It puts that little dot on there, which is a little bit of a groove, so that when you stick the drill bit in there, the tip of your drill bit, it can kind of hold there and it won't like move. Alright, so there's your step down bit. And see, it's got all the little different markings all the way down it. And we're supposed to go down to 3/4, so that would be this ridge. See down there, 7/8. So we need to go down to that ridge right there. Alright, I'm going to come from the other side here. And that should clean up this side of the hole.
So essentially you're just deburring it.
Yeah. So that way, you know, you go from one side, come back to the other side, and that'll clean off all the other excess metal on that side. Look at there. Perfect fit. They suggest putting the head of the bolt on the outside with your big washer, go through your bracket, another big washer, lock nut, and then your bolt. That in a little bit. It's all about where I want it to be. Clamp that into space where it won't move. It's a 15/16 nut and bolt. Make sure that's all going to be to the edge there. The edge there. That all looks like where it needs to go, so let's crank her down. That was quick, easy. It didn't take really that long. I mean, maybe a total of 15 minutes.
Not even.
Not even. I mean, a little prep to clean the bucket and everything. Let's just say 30 minutes, approximately. Looks just really awesome, doesn't it? But the only side draw effect I think I have with this, it's a word.
Side draw effect.
Sure. I made it up. It's a new one. Y'all can use it. Is right here is the little support piece underneath here where I've got my clamp-on forks. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my little clamp-on forks on here anymore. I might be able to still, but I don't think so, the type I've got. If you've got your little clamp-on forks that you put on your bucket for easy use, you may want to look at the type you've got. It may or may not work. So there could be the possibility of me having to take this off if I need to, I guess, to mount my forks on here. So that's the only one drawback I so far see with this. Now, let's go get this sucker tested and see if it starts doing what I'm really hoping it's gonna do. Yeah, it's a little muddy. Well, if you had as much fun as I did, please hit that little like button, subscribe, share with your friends for sure. Man, great. Okay, a little muddy, a little sloppy, not getting a lot of traction out here right now, but it's definitely doing what I really wanted to. If you saw kind of in the beginning with that flat, just having that just flat spot, it kind of scrapes up that tree when you're trying to pull it up. And that's what's nice about, I guess, these, because of that little V shape that's in there. You catch that V in these little bitty saplings and things like that, and it pulls them up pretty good. I mean, like I said, the ground's a little, wet right now. I'm not getting a lot of traction, but I guess it also probably makes it a little easier to pull them up too, maybe. But
I think it's working great.
I mean, that thing was a good 1.5 inches maybe around. And with the flat part of the bucket wouldn't do very good. So I have to think about giving this thing a thumbs up on my end.
You want to try it on bamboo?
Oh yeah. We need to go look at bamboo, don't we? Stay tuned. Let's go try to see if we can do something to a piece of bamboo. I yanked up part of it. Oh, that's nice. Kind of ripping it up. Oh, that's pretty sweet. So yeah, it didn't really do much to that old stump. I mean, that's in there pretty hard. But I mean, I was getting in the ground and ripping up some of these rhizomes that was down here
which is our biggest issue.
I know that the flat part of the bucket, I've done that before, and it just scrapes right over the top of them. And of course, though, I've got a little subcompact tractor. I don't have the full. I mean, if you've got a little bigger size tractor, oh, this thing would probably be just super awesome, I bet. But for even being subcompact, I think this little bar works pretty good even for the subcompact. This is what sprouts up the new bamboo, so I mean, kind of ripping and tearing those things up would be great too. So it didn't really work really great on this old stump piece of bamboo I've got, but it sure did work pretty good on the green already standing there, I guess because it can grip onto more and get into it. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with that's a good one. Alrighty guys, y'all have a great and wonderful one. Y'all be careful, be safe. Can't wait to see y'all next time. Later.